In times of emergency or disaster, it's important to be aware of emergency contact numbers, disaster preparedness, and evacuation procedures to protect yourself and those around you. The emergency phone number to dial varies from country to another. In Japan, if you need an ambulance urgently for sudden illness or injury, or if there's a fire and you need the fire department, dial 119. When you call 119 in Japan, the operator will ask, "Is this a medical emergency or a fire?" If it's a medical emergency, respond with medical emergency. If it's a fire, respond with fire. Afterward, the operator will ask for details such as the location, the situation, your name, and phone number. Answer the operator's questions. If you need the police to respond urgently to an incident or a traffic accident in Japan, dial 110. When you call 110 in Japan, the operator will ask, "Is this an incident or a traffic accident?" Respond accordingly. Afterward, the operator will ask for information about when, where, and what happened, as well as your name and phone number. Answer the operator's questions. Calling 119 or 110 for an ambulance, fire truck, or the police in Japan is free of charge. In emergencies, don't hesitate to make the call. If you're unable to make the call yourself, ask someone nearby for help. Public telephones in Japan allow you to make emergency calls for free, so remember this. Japan experiences various types of disasters frequently. Major disasters include the following: typhoons and heavy rain. Strong winds and heavy rainfall occur. Typhoons and heavy rain can lead to overflowing rivers and landslides. Earthquakes. The ground shakes. Earthquakes can cause buildings to collapse and fires. Tsunamis. Due to earthquakes, the sea level rises, creating large waves that inundate coastal areas. Tsunamis don't stop at the shorelines and can surge well beyond, reaching levees. Volcanic eruptions. High temperature rocks, gases, ashes, and more erupt from volcanoes. As of 2023, Japan has 111 active volcanoes. Disasters can strike at any time and anywhere. To protect yourself from disasters, it's essential to be prepared. Prepare enough food, water, batteries, flashlights, and first aid supplies for 3 days to 1 week. Packing these items in a backpack is convenient because you can grab it quickly and have both hands free during evacuation. Hazard maps, which indicate places prone to disaster and evacuation locations, are available. You can view hazard maps at your local municipal office and other places. Use hazard maps to identify dangerous areas and evacuation spots in advance. Participate in local disaster preparedness and evacuation drills to learn how to respond during a disaster. When a disaster occurs, or when you perceive your current location is unsafe, seek shelter immediately. During typhoons or heavy rain, there's a risk of people being swept away near the sea or rivers. Additionally, areas near mountains and cliffs can be dangerous due to falling rocks and soil during such weather. During typhoons or heavy rain, avoid approaching these areas. If you are indoors during an earthquake in Japan, first take cover under a table or desk to protect yourself. After the shaking stops, turn off gas and stoves to prevent fires. If you are outdoors during an earthquake, protect your head with a bag or similar item and evacuate to a safe open area. After a major earthquake, there may be a risk of tsunami. If you're near the sea or river during an earthquake, move to higher ground immediately. Tsunamis can occur multiple times, so avoid approaching the sea or river until tsunami warnings or advisories are lifted. When evacuating your home, be sure to turn off gas and stoves, as well as the circuit breaker before leaving. If you're unsure where to evacuate during an emergency, ask a local Japanese resident for guidance. Japan Meteorological Agency provides information on weather, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, and more in various languages on their website. Additionally, you can receive information through television, radio, the internet, smartphone apps, and other means. Emergencies and disasters can happen at any time. Please research in advance on what to do when a danger occurs.